Welcome to Learning English Topics.
Hello everybody, what's going on today?
James, how lovely to see you. We were just talking about holidays.
Now let's just make sure we understand each other. When you say holidays, are you talking about going travelling like many people do once a year? Or are you talking about extra days off work for national holidays?
Going travelling, of course, silly. We speak English, not American English.
Oh good. So holidays then. Where is everyone thinking of going this year?
Well, I'm probably going to do the same as I did last year. Pack up the bike and go camping. There's nothing better than pedaling off along the open road into the great outdoors. Then at the end of the day, pitching your tent amongst all that nature. It makes me so happy.
So you're going to exactly the same place?
No, I'll go somewhere different, but I'll still be getting on my bike and pedaling off into the great outdoors. Did I say that right? Do you say pedaling a bicycle?
Yes, you can. Most people just say ride, but saying pedaling is much more descriptive and much nicer.
Good. I'm trying to be better in my speaking.
Cycling is okay, but I wouldn't want to spend a whole holiday doing it. The saddle just gets so uncomfortable after a while.
Yes, I agree with Amy, and I would much rather drive a car. You can still go camping, and it's much easier to carry everything you need.
I didn't know that you could drive, Addie.
Well, I can't actually drive a car. I need someone else to do that.
So you can't say that you would much rather drive a car if you're just a passenger. You would say, I would much rather go by car.
Oh, okay. In that case, I would much rather go by car, and if the weather gets bad, you can always get up to the car and stay dry.
How does getting up to the car keep you dry?
Well, you're inside the car, so you don't get wet.
Not if you get up to the car. If you do that, it sounds like you're on top of it, not inside.
So what should I be saying?
For a car, you should say get in. Or when you arrive where you are going, then you get out of the car.
Oh, so it's get in or get out. Okay, thanks. I'll try to remember that.
Anyway, if you cycle or go by car, you still don't get to go far from home. I would much rather go somewhere warm and exotic. And to do that, you need to fly.
Huh, it sounds like you grow wings and just take off.
No, it's right what I just said, isn't it, James? When you talk about travelling on an airplane, you can just say fly, right?
Oh, absolutely, Amy. You can either say fly or go by plane.
See, I was right. And the best thing about flying is you can just relax and let everyone do everything for you. The pilot drives the plane.
Well, actually, Amy, the pilot flies the plane.
Oh, okay, so the pilot flies the plane and the flight attendants bring you food, drinks, or anything else that you need.
I don't like flying. When the plane goes up and comes down, it's frightening.
I think you mean when it takes off and lands. If a plane comes down, it usually means that it has crashed.
Really? Well, that would be truly frightening. So when it goes up into the air, we say takes off, and when it comes back down, we say lands. Is that right?
Yes, you've got it.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. I will be riding the train.
Only in American English do you ride a train. Anywhere else in the world you would catch a train, or you could use the train, go by train, or get on or off the train. We ride bicycles, motorbikes, and horses, but we don't ride trains.
Wow, that's a lot of choices. Which should I use?
Well, if you're ever unsure, just say I'm going by train. That can be used for almost any form of transport. You can say go by car or plane of bicycle, and it is always correct. As long as you get the tense right, of course.
Anyway, loads of my friends have told me about interrailing. It sounds really cool.
What is interrailing? I think I've heard the word, but I've no idea what it means.
An interrail pass is one ticket that lets you catch almost any train in Europe, so you can go almost anywhere you want. I did it a few years ago, before I met all of you.
That sounds really interesting. So where did you go, Emily?
Oh, I went all over. It was amazing to see so many countries. Paris was amazing. Prague, so full of interesting history. My favourite, though, was Italy. It was so romantic. I just wish that I'd had someone to share it with. What about you, James? Have you ever been to Italy?
No, I haven't.
I don't think James is the romantic type. He's more intellectual.
Anyway, that's going to be my holiday this year. When I was young, my dad said that I used to tell everyone that I wanted to be a train driver when I grew up. That's definitely not going to happen, but I still do like train travel. As Emily says, it's sort of romantic.
I didn't say the train journey was romantic. It was the cities that I visited that were romantic. The train journey was boring, just staring out of a window for hours on end, seeing endless fields. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, all the fields just look the same.
So, what are your plans for this year's holiday then, Emily? Something romantic again?
Oh no, this year it's luxury that I'm aiming for, and if romance comes along, well then, all the better. Maybe I'll try to be more intellectual. What do you think, James? Would I make a good intellectual?
So, what's your luxury plan then? A 5-star hotel on a tropical island?
Oh no, nothing so ordinary. I'm going on a cruise.
Oh wow, on one of those huge ships. I would worry about it going underwater.
I don't think it does that. At least I didn't see it mentioned in the information. Do they have ships that do that now?
I think Oliver is talking about the ship sinking, not turning into a submarine. Oh, and Oliver, you don't get in a ship, you get on one.
I suppose that makes sense. You do actually get on top of a ship. Anyway, that just leaves you, James. What plans do you have for your holiday?
Oh, I usually go on a bus tour around some historical sites.
What, you just go to the nearest bus stop and get on a bus? That's your holiday?
Oh no. Sorry, Addie, I'm not being clear. What I actually should have said is a coach tour, not a bus tour. It's common to call these bus tours even though you actually go on a coach, which is a lot more luxurious than a normal bus. I usually catch the coach at the bus station in town. It's a very relaxing way to travel, because like on Amy's airplane, everything is done for you. There is a driver to drive the coach, and even people to serve you food and drinks as you travel.
Sounds much better than the bus I usually get into town.
So today, we have discussed 5 different ways to travel, and the verbs used for each. Using the wrong words for these is a very common mistake, so remember to practice the proper ones. Next, we have our usual quiz. This will help you to remember, and as usual, you can always come back and watch the video again. Finally, please remember to like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. It honestly makes a difference to us. Thank you, and see you next time. Alright everyone, it's time for our transport verbs quiz. You'll see a question on the screen, and you'll have a few seconds to think before I reveal the answer. Let's go! First question. What's the correct way to say you're travelling somewhere by bicycle?
Oh, this is my question. I know this. You can say ride a bike or go cycling, right?
Correct. Saying pedaling a bike is okay, but most people just say ride or go cycling. Question 2. Addie said, I would much rather drive a car. What should he have said?
Oh no, I got this wrong before. It should be, I would much rather go by car because I don't actually drive.
Exactly. Since you don't drive, you say go by car. Next, what's the correct way to talk about entering and exiting a car?
Oh, this is another one for me. I think it's get in a car and get out of a car.
Spot on. You get in and get out of a car. Next question. Amy said, the pilot drives the plane. What's the correct verb?
Oops, I should really know this. I should have said, the pilot flies the plane.
Yes, pilots fly planes. They don't drive them. And on to question 5. What's the correct way to talk about a plane going up and coming down?
Oh, I remember this. It's take off when it goes up and land when it comes down.
Well done. And remember, if a plane comes down, it sounds like it has crashed. Next question. What's wrong with saying, I will be riding the train?
Oh, I got corrected on this one as well. You don't say ride a train in British English.
That's right. But you can say, catch a train, go by train, use the train, or get on off the train. Okay, this is the last question for today. What's the correct way to talk about getting on and off a ship?
Oh, this is a nice easy one for me. You just say get on or get off. Simple.
You're absolutely right, Emily. I hope that you got them all right at home. And that's all for today. Don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed or left a like, do it now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.